What are the 10 dark mysteries of the Vatican? In our video, we will reveal the secrets that have long intrigued the curious mind and uncover the deepest mysteries of the Holy See. From ancient conspiracies to mysterious reports, our dive into the shadows of the Vatican promises to keep you intrigued and fascinated. Stay tuned to discover the 7 darkest and mysterious secrets of the Vatican that have captured the imagination of many. The truth is about to be revealed. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell to be updated. The Vatican is known for its incredible culture, architecture, and monuments, as well as being the seat of the papacy. It's also a center of controversy, and it has its share of dark secrets. Here's a closer look at some of the secrets about the Vatican. 1. The Vatican's chief exorcist has performed more than 100,000 exorcisms, although exorcism is believed to be a practice only seen in horror films and is the Middle Ages. The practice is still alive in the Catholic Church. Father Gabriel Amorth is a deceased priest and served as the Vatican's chief exorcist. He served for 60 years and is believed to have performed approximately 160,000 exorcisms. The rite of exorcism, however, is not limited to just the deceased chief exorcist. It has been performed by several popes over the years. In 2018, the BBC reported that the Vatican hosted 250 priests from around the world at an annual seminar. 2. The Vatican helped Nazi war criminals escape the Allied forces after the victory of the Allied forces in Germany to end World War II. The Nazis were forced to seek refuge outside of Europe. Thousands of Nazis managed to escape to South American countries, specifically Argentina, Chile, and Brazil. Harvard researcher Gerald Steinecker wrote a book that shows travel documents that point out that the Vatican helped the Nazis travel to these countries. Steinecker argues that this was done with the hope of reviving European Christianity and the fear of the growing influence of the Soviet Union. TH. Vatican, however, refused to comment on these allegations. 3. The Vatican gained from the Holocaust in addition to helping thousands of Nazis escape from Europe. The Vatican was also involved in helping to smuggle looted Nazi art and other property belonging to Jewish families. Gerald Posner, an American journalist, says that Bernardino Nogara, the Vatican's financial advisor, is considered one of the Nazi spies. He is believed to have instituted a horrifying scheme that allowed the Vatican to invest money in Italian insurance companies that held the assets of murdered Jewish families' life insurance plans. Since the Vatican was an investor and not a direct insurer, they did not have to return any of the money made from the scheme. 4. Vatican bank scandals. The Vatican Bank, also called the Institute for Religious Works IR, has been involved in numerous scandals. The most controversial is the way they deal with Hitler. Gerald Posner, a historian, points out that the Vatican receives Hitler's church tax annually. 5. Vatileaks, a book called His Holiness, was released in 2012, which is based on the leaked secret documents of Pope Benedict XVI. The private documents were disclosed by Benedict XVI's own butler to the author, Gianluca Nuzzi. After reviewing these documents, an internal investigation was carried out. The investigation revealed that non-Vatican individuals had been blackmailing gay bishops since they had broken their vows of celibacy. Pope Benedict XVI resigned from the papacy in 2013 due to this scandal. 6. Man killed on trial in 897 AD. The Catholic Church put a dead man on trial, known as the Synod of Corpses. The posthumous trial of Pope Formosus was carried out by Pope Stephen Via, his successor. Formosus was accused of usurping the papacy, despite having been dead for 7 months at that point. The Pope's body was exhumed, dressed in ecclesiastical garb, and taken to the papal court for trial. A deacon was even appointed to speak on behalf of the dead pope. He was found guilty. All his acts as pope were declared null and void. His body was stripped of his clothes and dressed in rags. His 3 blessing fingers were cut off, and his body was thrown into the Tiber River, where ancient Romans disposed of their infamous criminals for centuries. 7. The Shroud of Turin, also known as the Turin Shroud, is a piece of fabric that has been associated with Jesus Christ for centuries and is revered as one of the most important religious artifacts. The Shroud of Turin is a rectangular piece of fine linen measuring approximately 4.4 meters in length and 1.1 meters in width. It bears a faint image of a man who appears to have been crucified. The image is visible on both sides of the fabric. The history of the Shroud of Turin dates back several centuries. Although its authenticity has been a subject of controversy, it was first mentioned in historical documents in Liéry, France, in the 14th century, and is claimed to have been held in various locations before arriving in the city of Turin, Italy, in the late 16th century. The image on the Shroud of Turin depicts a man with wounds consistent with those reported in the crucifixion of Jesus, including marks on the wrists and feet, as well as a wound in the side. However, the image is faint and controversial, and opinions vary regarding its authenticity. The Shroud of Turin has been the subject of extensive scientific studies, including carbon-14 dating. Some studies suggest that the fabric dates back to the Middle Ages, while others argue for a more ancient origin. The issue of dating and authenticity remains a topic of debate. For many Christians, the Shroud of Turin holds great spiritual significance and devotion. Some believe that the image on the fabric is the actual face of Jesus Christ, and that the shroud was used to cover his body after the crucifixion. Despite centuries of study and debate, the authenticity of the Shroud of Turin remains an unresolved mystery. Some fervently believe it to be the genuine burial cloth of Jesus, while others consider it to be an artistic representation or a medieval artifact. The shroud continues to attract them. A tinction of the world. 8. Third Secret of Fatima. The third secret of Fatima is a religious prophecy associated with the apparitions of the Virgin Mary to 3 shepherd children in Fatima, Portugal, in 1917. It is one of the 3 secrets revealed to the children by Mary, and it remained a closely guarded secret for many years. In 1917, 3 shepherd children, Lucia dos Santos and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Marta, reported that they had received messages from the Virgin Mary during a series of apparitions in Fatima. These apparitions became known as the Our Lady of Fatima. During the apparitions, Mary is said to have revealed 3 secrets to the children. The first 2 secrets were revealed relatively early and pertained to a vision of hell and a call for prayer, repentance, and devotion to Mary. The third secret, however, was kept confidential. The third secret was not disclosed by the children as they were instructed by Mary to keep it secret. It remained undisclosed for many years, leading to speculation and rumors about its content. The third secret was eventually revealed by the Vatican on May 13, 2000. It was a vision of a bishop in white being killed by a group of soldiers. This vision was interpreted as a reference to the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981. The third secret was eventually revealed by the Vatican on May 13, 2000. It was a vision of a bishop in white being killed by a group of soldiers. This vision was interpreted as a reference to the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981. The Pope believed that the Virgin Mary's interventi. The third secret of Fatima remains a significant part of Catholic history and devotion. It is seen as a call to prayer, penance, and devotion to Mary, and its interpretation continues to vary among believers and scholars. 9. The Sovereign Military Order of Malta, commonly known as the Order of Malta, is a prominent and ancient Catholic chivalric order with a unique status as a sovereign entity. The Order of Malta traces its origins to the early 11th century when it was founded as the Order of St. John of Jerusalem. It initially focused on providing care to sick and injured pilgrims during the medieval Crusades. One of the distinctive features of the Order of Malta is its status as a sovereign entity. It has its own territory, government, and diplomatic relations with many countries. It is one of the few entities in the world with such a unique status. The Order of Malta is known for its extensive humanitarian and charitable activities. It operates hospitals, clinics, and medical missions around the world, providing medical care to those in need. The Order of Malta is a Catholic institution with a long history of serving the Church. Members of the order take religious vows and are expected to live according to the principles of the Catholic faith. The order maintains a system of ranks and awards within its members, with various levels of knighthood and nobility. Members are often referred to as knights and dames. The full name of the order is the Sovereign Military Hospitaller Order of St. John of Jerusalem, of Rhodes and of Malta. This reflects its historical role as a military order in the service of the Church.
The Order of Malta has played a significant role in European history and the development of international law. Its emblem, the Maltese cross, is well recognized and is often associated with the order.
While the Order of Malta is not a secret society, it is known for its unique status as a sovereign entity and its long history of service to the Church and humanitarian efforts. It continues to be active in providing charitable services worldwide. 10. The Vatican Apostolic Archives. The Vatican Apostolic Archives, commonly known as the Vatican Secret Archives, is the central repository of the Vatican City for all of its historical and administrative documents. The term secret in the name of the archives comes from the Latin word secretum, which means personal or private. It does not imply that the documents are kept secret, but rather refers to the private nature of the papal documents. The archives store a wide range of documents related to the governance, history, and activities of the Roman Catholic Church. The archives house a vast collection of documents, including papal bulls, letters, decrees, account books, diplomatic correspondence, and more. They cover various aspects of the Church's history, including its relations with other states, the development of doctrine, and administrative matters. In recent years, the Vatican has taken steps to increase accessibility to researchers and scholars. In 1881, Pope Leo XIII opened the archives to researchers, and in 2010, Pope Benedict XVI allowed scholars to access the archives from 1939 onwards. Some of the most famous documents in the Vatican secret archives include the papal bulls excommunicating Martin Luther, the trial records of the Knights Templar, and documents related to Galileo Galilei's trial. Contrary to popular belief, the Vatican secret archives are not secret in the sense of hiding information. Rather, they contain documents that are considered personal and private to the Church and the papacy. The Vatican has made efforts in recent years to digitize and make certain historical documents accessible to the public. This initiative is aimed at increasing transparency and providing a broader understanding of the history of the Church. The Vatican secret archives are a valuable resource for historians, scholars, and researchers interested in the history and activities of the Roman Catholic Church. While the term secret may suggest hidden information, it primarily denotes the private nature of the documents contained within. Finally, we come to the end of our video. If you like it, leave the like and write yourself on the channel and click on the notifications button so you don't miss future video. Thank you and see you in the next video.